Hey everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So yellow walls means uni background. Today's video is going to be my Pan That Palette introduction for 2022 and I am so excited for this introduction. I don't know why, I'm just really excited for this Pan That Palette this year. The palettes that I'm going to be panning this year, which you guys did suggest in my comment section below, which is the Tarte Tartelette in Bloom palette. I will say, you guys did say like the Tarte palette, I'm assuming you meant this one. The other one is actually in my project pan for the year and may make an appearance in here depending on how many shadows I end up using up in this throughout this year. I'll show you guys what the inside of the palette looks like. This, it's quite a neutral palette, so it's really great for every day. I'm actually wearing it on my eyes today. But yeah, this is where we are starting with this palette. So we have two pans, one in the shade Charmer and one in the shade Smoke Show, both from, I believe, Pana's eyeshadows project pan that I did for a couple of years. I definitely think my hardest shades will be Smoke Show and Activist, which Activist is like quite a deep, like almost black brown, and then Smoke Show is a black. I think these two will be the hardest, most difficult ones for me, but I do also think I will struggle with the shade Rocker because I don't really touch this one that much. It's a very cool toned shadow, it's very pretty, but it is definitely more on the cool toned side. My goals for these two right here, which is Flower Child and Charmer, is that I want to try and finish off Charmer. I feel like this won't be too difficult. It's a matte white, it's quite easy, there's quite a big amount of pan in there already, so I would really like to try and finish this one up. Then if we move down to Flower Child, I kind of want to use it as like a replacement for Charmer, but I will say Flower Child by itself does have quite a bit of, it has a fair amount of pigment in it, like quite a pinky, petally toned pigment into it. So right now, to get a little bit more use into Flower Child before I finish off Charmer, I'm like mixing the two together. When it comes to Funny Gal at the bottom, I'd say this is probably my most used lid shade in this palette. Again, it has a pretty decent dip in it. I feel like my first goal with this one is definitely going to be to hit pan on it. I feel like I can hit pan on it in the first month or two. Okay, so for all of these three like more transitional shades, I feel like I can definitely hit pan on those. I feel like they're all pretty doable. It's just going to take time because, like I say, I don't like use a lot of it. I just like blend a little bit through the crease as a transition shade, so therefore these guys are going to take a little bit longer to use up, especially because I'm using them with a big fluffy round bigger, like fluffier brush. The shade Rebel, I have a small dip in, if you guys can see that. I definitely want to expand that dip in there. I feel like I definitely can do that. And then Leader, I would like to get rid of that embossment, the Tarte embossment in there, if you guys can see that. I don't think you can, but there still is the Tarte embossment in there, so I would like to get rid of that. And my first initial goals are going to be for the next update. It's going to be to have wider pan in Charmer, an even bigger dip in Flower Child and Sweetheart, and to possibly have even got pan in the shade Funny Girl and a bigger dip in Firecracker. So that's given me two goals on two of the shimmers, two goals on these two mattes, and then just generally expanding the pan on this, which will happen on a day-to-day basis anyway. But yeah, those are my first initial goals for the first update of this project pan. And that is everything for today's video. Let me know in the comments below if you're doing a Pan That palette this year and what palette you chose. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel if you're new around here and like to see more videos from me, and I'll catch you guys all in my next one. Bye!